The Haitian sensation back again. How are you, Neil?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
We're doing very, very good. It's always good to see you in here. You know, even though, according to my notes, it's almost been 10 years since you've been in the similar situation where you've had 2 losses coming in here. You know, it's funny. I think about your career. When you go back that, I don't even know if you remember the names. Sergio Moraes and Seth Baczynski. That's how long ago that was. They aren't even fighting anymore, but here you are still high in the game, you know, doing your thing. You know, I guess is that a point of pride? And after that 2-loss streak, you went on a 7-fight win streak. Are we on the cusp of seeing another one of those?
Yeah, let's roll back the hands in time. I mean, it sounds good to me. It's bittersweet and also motivating at the same time. I mean, like you mentioned, the last time I lost 2 fights in a row was 2013. The last time I wasn't ranked as a UFC welterweight was 2014. So to be here literally so many years later, get an opportunity to go out there and try to make some things happen again, I'm definitely grateful for that.
Yeah, I saw you mention that. I was watching, you did an interview with Mike Owens, and you said that was the first time since 2014. Is that extra motivation, or is that just something, when you see the rankings, I think it's been something that's just been part of what you've been ranked for so long, you probably haven't even thought about it. Maybe you do. But is that a little extra motivation to get back in that ranking, or is it just about getting that win and just starting that win streak again?
It's a part of the process for sure. It's definitely a motivating factor. Absolutely. I mean, for me, looking at these last 2 fights, like where I'm at now, one of the things that it forced me to do to just kind of take a step back, reassess things, and just kind of set some goals for it. I mean, there were plenty of goals that I had over the years, and some of those goals seem a little bit further from me than I would have liked or whatever. So I had to reassess, reset some goals and start accomplishing. So first and foremost, my first goal is Saturday night, go out there and get a win. Right after that win, my next goal is get back in the rankings and just kind of take it from there. So there's definitely a huge motivating factor in realizing damn, this is the first time in almost 11 years I'm not ranked anymore. Let's get back in there. But it all starts Saturday night. It all starts Saturday night with the win. So that's the first part of it all. That's the first goal that I set for myself. So go out there, get that W, and then take it from there.
And any W makes sense and starts the path, or do you want to go out there and do you need a definitive finish to kind of just rinse those last 2 fights completely out of the mindset, or you just want to get back and it doesn't matter how it happens, you just want that win?
Oh, the more dominating of a win it is, the better it is for me, kind of thing. But I know Elizeu is a very tough opponent, and I can't take him lightly at all. So for me, it's going out there and getting a win, and reassessing and taking it from there. I know what I have in front of me in an opponent like Elizeu, so it's definitely something I'm not taking lightly. So I'm definitely going to shoot for the finish in that fight. But in the event I just walk away with a dominant win, I'll be content with that as well.
You know, you brought him up. Let's talk about him. You know that he's going to be a tough fight, but where is he dangerous, and where are you expecting the biggest things you have to keep track of once you get in the
He's dangerous everywhere. He's super unpredictable. He has some submission wins. He has tons of knockout wins. He has a couple of fights that went to distance. So he's definitely a guy that's pretty well-rounded. His striking is definitely his strength. He throws some unpredictable spin attacks and that kind of thing that you always have to be wary of. But ultimately, I think, and then the other factor of it is for most of my opponents, I always kind of say, yeah, I got the experience on him. Not this time. He even has that going for him going into this fight. So I think the biggest thing for me was just where my mind was going to this fight. I mean, coming off of 2 losses, fighting guys like Moraes and Pratas, and then now getting a guy who's kind of more of a peer, being another 30-plus-year-old guy on the card. It almost sets the stage to allow me to get complacent. Where it's I think I'm catching the break, fighting another peer kind of at this point. But I think he's just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than my last 2 opponents. And mentally, I need to keep myself in a position where I'm respecting what he brings to the table and not allow myself to get complacent, thinking I'm going to go out there and just get a easy win against him.
You know, you mentioned mindset. Where is your head right now? How is your mindset going into this fight?
I'm in a great place. I mean, after those 2 losses, it really kind of forced me in position to kind of reassess things, get things in order, and I was grateful for that. I don't think I would have ever taken the time off to really focus on some of the things I had to deal with and kind of get them in order had that not happened. So it wasn't the way I wanted things to take place, but at the end of the day, I was very fortunate that I got an opportunity to just kind of take some time off, take some time away, and just kind of really focus on the things that mattered more outside of fighting to allow those things to be in order to allow me to go out there to fight.
I know a lot of times we hear fighters, they'll employ like a mental coach or anything like that. I don't know if you've ever went that route, or is it just family, friends, and just downtime with yourself that you're able to kind of get through those mental
Downtime
processes?
myself and God. I mean, carry me through everything, through everything else in life. So I've never felt with that recipe before. I'm not going to choose now to try to shy away from it. But also, I really had to take that time and really focus on what was important and just kind of like deal with some of the choices I made over the years, deal with some of the consequences for the decisions that I made that allowed me in the position I was in, and really just find a way to just kind of like pull myself out of the quote unquote hole that I found myself in. And I feel like I've been able to do just that. I'm in a great place physically, emotionally, mentally. Things are lining up great right now. So the time off wasn't something that I would have took on my own, but I'm very fortunate that it made me go back and reassess a lot of things.
And I know you took the time off. You know, it's a little bit later in the year to fight than you normally would. You normally usually have like 3 or 4 fights at this point. Are you going to try to get another one in before the year's over? Or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, step one is go out there, get a win on Saturday night, and it would take it from there. I mean, it's later in the year to get started, but if there's a guy that can pick off 3 fights in the next 4 months, I know who that is.
Yeah. Well, last one on this fight, your keys to the victory. What needs to happen to make sure you get your arm raised on Saturday?
The biggest thing is mental. We need to go out there with the right mentality, go out there and stay focused to the game plan and get it done. Like I said earlier, I can't allow myself to get complacent and think that like, oh yeah, this is a breeze. I'm fighting another old dude kind of thing. It's a tough, dangerous opponent. I need to show up my A game and get it done.
You know, a lot of times people look at the reach difference. I want to ask you, is the reach as big? Is it just the fans and media that we see the reach difference? I think it's a 7-inch, 8-inch reach difference. Is that really, does it portray into a big difference in an MMA fight, or is it more pronounced, say, in like a boxing event? Will that make a big difference?
It absolutely can, but the biggest thing is like as much as I'm looking at the reach advantage and how to capitalize on using it, that kind of thing, I can guarantee him and his camp are looking at the reach advantage like, okay, cool, how do I shut it down? So for me, just going back to looking at past fights and past strategies that were used against me that were successful at shutting down the reach advantage that I had over past opponents, and just kind of like. Game plan backwards if you would think of it that way, where it's like, okay, cool. In the event that I fought this guy that I had a significant reach advantage on him, how was he able to shut it down? Just kind of being able to like think that like, okay, if I was Neil's opponent now and I saw this guy successfully doing this, I'd probably try to apply the same game plan going into fight with Neil. So I had to like really focus on the things that other opponents did well to shut down my reach advantage, and just kind of make that the prior to going into this fight. Like, how do I shut down his weapons to allow my offense to be that much more efficient?
And I know you said that you're not in the top 10, but unless I'm wrong, you're still holding on to the most welterweight wins record. So that's got to be a little something to still be proud of and something that you can still build upon and add right back with
a
win here.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely something I can have my cap on and get to go add to it on Saturday night. Just make that record bigger and bigger, longer and longer. So I definitely appreciate that and just take whatever motivation and positivity I can have my way and just start knocking these goals out.
I love it. Good luck on Saturday.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Go. All set. Perfect. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.